Welcome back everyone, I am the Depressed Dior, and this is War of the Human Tanks. Let's continue. Alright. No grinding, we're just gonna go ahead and keep pushing forward with what we have.
突撃人間戦車
Ah, it actually just went to the... Or maybe I clicked through it. Who knows? Whatever. The sea was endless. It was a sea of flames. This ocean of trees was painted in unnatural colors by raging waves of fire. 60,000 Imperial human tanks and 70,000 Royal human tanks. All those tanks vanished in that vortex of flame in a single night. Such a battle was fought here. With one wave of a great general's hand, all of the human tanks happily sacrificed themselves for his sake. For the human tanks, the most conveyed and happiest thing is to be of service to their senior officers. They all shouted, cried, and suffered, and in the end they died with rapture. Now there's the intro thing. Alright, the great Yakigatake Highland? Yes. I know it's located in the north. What's the point of invading there just when we've opened a route to the east? What's the matter, Seto? No, it's nothing. Now that the eastern area is open for invasion, our northern defense is left undermanned. That seems to be the reasoning of the brass. Considering how aggressive our army is being, it's not far-fetched to think that they have sent human tanks from the north to the east. Does that mean we can't join the eastern invasion? That would be the case. I was looking forward to checking out the Kingdom's new tank model in action. Don't feel down, Choka. They might deploy the new one in the north, too. That's true, they might. I can't wait to see their new human tank model. I would like you to stop being so excited about the opponent's increasing war potential. Don't worry about it. That's just the way she is. Are we done talking yet? Can I eat the hot pot now? Oh, certainly. Please go ahead. Chow time! Wee! Munch, munch, munch. Boy. But you really can cook. Thank you very much. So, when do we depart? Tomorrow. We'll still have plenty of time left to prepare ourselves after we enjoy this kimchi hot pot. We've got to eat a lot to stay strong. You can have more rice if you like. Seta is already used to being one of us. Oh, I smell delicious kimchi! Look, they're eating hot pot with kimchi sauce. I'd love some too, ma'am. I have no surplus food to feed the human tanks. Shock! I guess we can give them the soup that'll be left over after we're done. I'll bring you guys the soup later. I'm not sure if I should be happy or sad. Don't you want it? Yes, I do want it, sir. You still spoil your human tanks, Lieutenant. Do I? I don't think so. You must remember that that they are disposable, or else you'll end up attached to them. Right? I'll be careful. Episode 6, The General from Hell. Lieutenant, I have returned. That was quick. How was it? You were supposed to attend the strategy meeting yourself. A cord won't be heard either way. Even if I had been there, I would have just quickly gone to sleep. Your basic problem is a complete lack of tension, Lieutenant. It's fine, because I'm well aware of it, so what's the word? Well, the strategy is a direct confrontation with the enemy. Direct confrontation? You mean we're going to have all our tanks line up and charge? That would be the case. Who the heck would call that a strategy? I figured they all rejected each other's plans and couldn't reach any reasonable conclusion. That was unavoidable since all of them are units like ours that haven't been assigned to the eastern area. Not that I care, so where will we be deployed? Around the left wing? We'll be on standby in the rear of the left wing. If the front line is diminished, we will advance. Those are our orders. Not on standby again. That's all we've done lately, isn't it? Many of those in the army think us a nuisance. They'll be troubled if we take an active role. Anyhow, here in Yakigatake, the opposing army has been neck and neck with ours for a long time. And since we have the eastern invasion route open to us, now is a perfect chance to turn the situation in our favor. Shock tanks, advance! Roger that. Harold, tell the fire support unit to get ready. Roger that. All tanks, attack. Wah! It has begun. Is there a problem, Lieutenant? No, nothing. By the way, do you know why this Great Highland was named Yagigatake? It means burning hills, doesn't it? A few years ago, a major battle took place here, and during that battle, one of the Imperial commanders devised a certain strategy and executed it. They lured the enemy army into a forest and annihilated them all using shock tanks in there. The tactic disabled half of the enemy army, and at the same time half of this Great Highland was consumed. And that's how the place got its name? That's right. That name is also a testament to the Empire's victory. How could you possibly call something gained with the sacrifice of so many human tanks a victory? It was a necessary sacrifice. Then let me ask you something, Lieutenant Sato. Would you do the exact same if you were in those shoes? Of course I would, without hesitation. What was that sound? Big bro, you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. What just happened? I was worried because I heard a Kingdom tank explode pretty close by. I think it was in the opposite direction. That was very close. Sheesh, are we being pushed back or what? Eh? Did the Royal Army already get this far? That can't be. It's impossible. No matter what happened, it's too early. Then can anyone explain those explosions? Yeah! Sato! Big bro, jeepers, look around! Trees are catching fire from the explosions. We're all gonna die in the fire. There's no other way. Let's retreat to the plains. Understood. Yeah! Shoot, the escape route got cut off. Big bro, what are they doing? Could this be using explosions to funnel us somewhere? Are you certain? It does appear that the explosions are linked, but... No, that's not it. They're systematically detonating tanks trying to lead us somewhere. Well, wait. That is... I finally found you, Shotaro. Who's that? Who are you? A Royal Army Commander. Is an easy enough term for even you to understand, I suppose. A Royal Commander. Have the commanders taken the habit of joining the front line recently? I'm here to vanquish you with my own hands. Me? I'm your target? Lieutenant, do you know her? How would I know an enemy commander? Even if you've forgotten me, I remember you. What an honor. Big bro. Choco, go prepare for battle. Roger that. Shotaro, I will never ever forgive you. What? Such a grudge, Lieutenant. What on earth did you do to her? Beats me. Die, Shotaro.
新しい戦車ができたよ。
Well, the good news is we got new tanks. Alright. Annihilate all enemy command tanks or hold dominance. Due to the width of the field, you're advised to employ teams of scout and battery tanks. Okay. In that case, let's assemble some stuff. We now have a interceptor tank. How many units can we use? 12. Alright. And it looks like we have a... Okay. Alright. Guess that's what we're going to be working with. Alright. Let's deploy what we have first and see where it takes us. Let's go ahead and assemble one of those interceptor tanks. Shoots down enemy missiles. Okay. Natsumero. Very well. Hopefully you hold your own. How are we looking? We have 9 so far. not the best positions. Do something like that. I would like to have another Sumire, so let's go ahead and grab one. Now we have slots for 2 more. Alright. All my Tsubasas have been deployed. Go ahead and send out an Oba. Oops. Apparently if you click off the screen it does that. Okay. Boy. You have a Shizuka. Now go ahead and send an Oba. Alright, we still have room for one more. Sorry if this is taking a little while. Alright, I think that's what we're going to work with for now. That'll give us 3 long-range units.
頑張ってください。
And I get to test out my new,
3、2、1。状況開始。
a new unit.
勝って当然の戦いですよ。
These things have a speed of 1 though. Not exactly the best situation. Alright, unit already there.
そこだ。
Scout unit down. Okay, good start. Took out, looks like there's 6% each. Recon. Alright, I fired there. Okay, there's a unit up there. Okay, another unit down. Sheesh, they got quite a bit of units here. Alright, I fired there. There's a unit there. And I can't reach it. Okay, it's clear. Awesome. Fire away. Artillery down. Good. Just in case. Intercept for her. Guess it's a buff.
そこだ。
Okay, unit fired there. fired here. Oh wow, unit there. Alright. Okay, there's a unit. Hit 2 units there. But one of them has multiple parts. That much I'm certain. Okay, a scout's down. That thing has multiple parts. Okay, that was an interceptor. Ow. Okay, units there. 2 units down. Alright, so there was a fire shot there. Okay, I think we're okay. Keyword being thing. That's what I needed. Alright. Move up a space. And we're gonna take you out. Can't move you yet. Blind shot. Well, got something. That was an interceptor, it looks like. Doesn't look like there's anything else I need to worry about, but I'll shoot here just in case. Okay, we're all clear there. I actually don't have anywhere to fire. I could recon, but it's not going to help me any. Okay, another interceptor down. And a commander. Bound to happen. Alright. They had a few units left, but I'm guessing they're probably just interceptors.
戦果報告です。
Wow. Heck of a boost. Alright, we're retreating to the plains. Roger that. Asahis, cover us. All prepared. Fire. Ugh. Lieutenant, now's our chance. Big bro, what are we going to do after running away? That weird commander's got a lot of nerve to apply that explosion tactic against us. It's not the time to be laughing sinisterly, Lieutenant. Joko, scramble up as many pochies as possible. Big bro, in a situation like this, I can't assemble shock tanks good enough to fight here. Doesn't matter, as long as they can self-destruct. Big bro, are you gonna do that? That? What do you mean by that? Alpha team, spread out to the right and attack Royal Shock tanks as soon as you spot them. Roger that. Joko, what about Bravo team? I gathered pochies from the other units and converted them all. Good. Bravo team is to destroy the Imperial Shock tanks on the front line. Burn as much fuel as possible. Roger that. My God, Lieutenant, did you just say Imperial Shock tanks? Are you saying you'll attack our allies? Charlie team, set off the reserve tanks in the rear of the right wing. Friend or foe, lure all tanks into the left. Lieutenant, please stop it. Roger that. Stop right there. You pochies, just stop. You can't stop them, Seto. His orders take priority over yours. Lieutenant, what are you thinking? Necessary sacrifices, right? What? Our Imperial Army is obviously being driven back right now. If the opponent's using shock units to corner us, we'll just put them to good use. Put them to good use? Were all of those orders for that purpose? We're adding a new explosion route to the enemies. Delta team, destroy the enemy tanks gathering ahead on the left wing. Roger that. That's impossible. How can you do that without knowing the enemy's intended pathing? But I can read all of them. That's what I've been doing all along. Lieutenant. Can't the battery units still get up to the front line? You're asking too much, ma'am. They are currently fighting back the enemy bomb units. What? They got here this fast? How about the 3rd Assault Unit? It's completely down for the count, ma'am. Blasted. This headquarters is also surrounded by flames. We'd better pull back, ma'am. So, the original is still that much more sophisticated than a mere imitation, huh? Captain Mio, your command, ma'am. Whole army retreat. Fall back to the Tenryu Tunnel. Yes, ma'am. Have you really forgotten me, Shotaro? Advance the batteries. The enemy is probably using the northeastern road to fall back. Use the long-range batteries to annihilate them. Wah! Great Yakigatake Highland, located in the north, is a battlefield which for years has been held in a stalemate. Since the two armies have only sized each other up in skirmishes until now, today's struggle has been engraved in the minds of everybody involved. Even though the Royal Army pulled a surprise attack, they ended up driven out by the fire and had to fall back to the north. The number of Imperial human tanks present was around 20,000, while the Kingdom's force was roughly the same. And all those tanks, every last one of them, disappeared into a roiling sea of flame. I can't believe you actually used such a crazy tactic. There's no point whatsoever in seizing a victory by annihilating all of our own tanks. Seto, weren't you the one who talked about necessary sacrifices? That's correct, but had we not done anything back then, we would have lost for certain. Those casualties were all necessary in order to win. Gah. I do understand the logic of it, but on an emotional level, I just can't accept it. Seto, I'll go and cool off. Don't be too hard on yourself. I'll be just fine. Let's do good work on the next operation at the Tenryu Tunnel. Big bro. Oh, I didn't notice you there. Don't be too hard on yourself, alright? I just said the exact same thing to Seto. You're the one who's suffering the most. Choco knows it. Who knows? I can't even tell myself. Big bro, you've got to cheer up. Hey, why don't we watch some anime? Sounds nice. Let's do that. Alright.
注意、指示をどうぞ。
61,000 units. Alright. Now, something I didn't check was the Kodamas. So the difference between a Kodama and a Tsubasa is a Kodama has a movement of 4 and has a range of 3, which is actually really, really good. So I definitely wouldn't mind using these guys in the future. Our interceptor didn't really do much. The problem is its intercept area is very small, but it did its job. The only thing I used it for was to make sure my commander didn't just get blown up by a stray rocket, and that's exactly what it's there for. All right, let's take a look at what we can develop. Nothing new here, I don't believe. I could increase my scouting area, which is actually pretty fantastic, to be honest. Tanks. We can also work on getting the next stage of Interceptor, which can cover a greater area. We can also move straight for the long-range, an upgraded form of long-range battery, or a destroyer scout tank. Neither of which I really want at the moment. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is develop a new module. We're going to go ahead and get the scouting area +1 get up and running. There we go. And then from there, let's develop a... Oops, not develop. Let's go ahead and assemble our newest tank that we just got. Well, actually, we got it a while back. We just haven't implemented it yet. We'll get some of these. Apparently, there's an achievement involving buying plenty of chocos. Or human tanks, rather. Sounds good to me. Alright. Go ahead and get a second Kodama. The only problem with the Kodamas is they are pretty expensive. If they die, that's it. So, anything else I can work on? Develop tank. I could go ahead and go get the next stage of Interceptor. Put that to use. I certainly wouldn't mind it. Okay. But there's so many good things to get! I definitely like how much there's so much stuff you can upgrade in this game, and there's no way for me to keep up with all of it. But, what I'll probably do is maybe do a free battle just so I can get the modules up and running, and we'll see how things go from there. So, I am the Depressed Dior, and this was War of the Human Tanks. See you guys later.